This is the greatest promo in wrestling history. There's one moment that really stands out to me. It wasn't even about the words that he said, but it was the look on his face, the body language. So it's 1996, and Steve Austin had just won the King of the Ring tournament. Now this promo, the way that it's written, if you read it off of Wikipedia, it looks fine. You know, it's good. There's some good insults in there. He then goes on to insult the Hart family, specifically Davey Boy Smith, who was not at the event that night. And he says that Davey Boy better get ready because Stone Cold is coming for him. But when you read it off of Wikipedia, it doesn't do it justice, because it doesn't tell you how Stone Cold sounded when he was saying these words. He defeated a man by the name of Owen Hart in the finals after a very controversial fast count by the referee. And here comes Stone Cold, flipping the bird and telling them he doesn't give a shit what they think. That's the moment that the fans knew that this guy didn't care about being politically correct. He didn't care about pleasing the fans. All he cared about was himself. Every word that he said, he was absolutely furious, as he should have been. He was also saying that to anybody else who thought that they could challenge him. That includes Davey Boy Smith. His eyes were red with rage. And remember, this wasn't a work. This was actually real heat. But he's still going to bite them in the face because he S the top dog, and that S what top dogs do. The fans are going nuts. They're absolutely loving this. They know that they're witnessing something special. That right there was a threat. Stone Cold was telling these Canadian fans that he S the top dog now, and that just goes to show you how powerful that moment was. And for that to be the embodiment of who you are as a character, that connection that Stone Cold made with the audience that night. It's something that can never be duplicated, and he'll bite them in the face if they step to him. He tells them again that he doesn't give a shit what they think, because the best wrestlers have the ability to make you feel like they're talking directly to you. Oh no, this was just the beginning. I'm willing to bet that every single person watching that match felt as though Stone Cold was talking directly to them. I did one about the most controversial moments in wrestling history, and another one about the most iconic promos. They're both awesome. But in my controversial moments video, I did mention one moment that I thought was the greatest of all time. Because after Stone Cold gave that promo, that speech, that rant, whatever you want to call it, Austin 316 became the best-selling t-shirt in WWE history. You had the near falls, you had the interference, you had the controversy surrounding the fast count. What's the greatest moment in wrestling history? Let me know in the comments below. It was a great story, and it had a great payoff. The tone in his voice, because in that moment, it just felt like Stone Cold Steve Austin was truly born. He doesn't care that they think that the fast count was bullshit, because he's sick and tired of the fans telling him what he can and can't do. This line alone caused an uproar from wrestling fans, especially in Canada, where many people considered themselves to be hardcore wrestling fans. And if you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, let me catch you up. So after the match, Austin grabs the mic, and he cuts one of the most iconic promos in wrestling history. If you watch this, you will see that Stone Cold was spitting venom. Of course, they're going to say yes, because it was. And that's when Stone Cold really starts getting into a rhythm. So he starts off the promo by telling the audience that he doesn't care about the fact that he won the King of the Ring tournament. He then turns his attention to the fans in the front row and asks them if they believe that fast count was BS. He tells the fans that he doesn't care about their opinions. And then he drops the infamous line, "I don't give a shit what you think. I just don't." They were used to hearing wrestlers talk about how much they loved them and how much they appreciated them. And that right there is the moment that Stone Cold was truly born. Now, he would go on to say that if the fans want to boo him or jeer him or whatever they feel like doing, they can do it all night long, but he doesn't care. And then he drops another legendary line, "You're damn right, I'm the top dog, and I'll bite you in your face." But he wasn't just saying that to those fans. He ends the promo by telling the fans that they can call him names, they can throw whatever they want at him, and then he gives the middle finger to the camera. One last time before exiting through the crowd. And honestly, this whole segment was special. It wasn't just that promo. It was everything leading up to it. You had weeks of Stone Cold and the Hart family going back and forth on commentary, but that wasn't the end of it. It outsold John Cena and The Rock and Stone Cold and any other shirt that you could possibly imagine. It's one thing to say something on a t-shirt, but it's another thing entirely for that to be what's on your mind. And this is why we love wrestling so much. Because unlike any other form of entertainment, the fans are able to connect with these characters on a personal level. You know when Stone Cold was telling those fans that he doesn't give a shit what they think? This is what makes wrestling so powerful. This is why wrestling can make you cry, laugh, cheer, or jeer. And Stone Cold was a master at this. This was never more evident than during that moment in the King of the Ring '96 finals. Now, I've already made 2 videos about this topic. If you haven't seen these videos yet, please go check them out. And I asked the audience to vote on which moment they thought was the greatest. And this moment got the most votes. So this is the moment that I chose. And now I'm curious to know what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, then subscribe. If you're new to the channel, follow me on social media, and have a great day.